All right, guys, it is now April the 9th. It's Thursday, and we are going to do kind of a chipper format workout. There's a couple ways we can do it. We can break it down into separated groups. Like, you could really do 10 rounds of 10 reps of every movement. You could do 5 rounds of 20 reps. Of course, there's a lot of ways you could do this. But if you can do it in a chipper format, it would definitely make it a little bit more challenging. And I know some of you guys are super eager to do that, so we're going to let you give it a shot. Now, the way it's going to work, though, is it's going to be 100 mountain climbers. There's a couple ways we can do these mountain climbers. Okay, I'm not sure what those are for, but we're going to figure it out in a second. So she's going to go and do mountain climbers where she brings one leg up. Now, the key to this is keeping your knees inside of your elbow, or at least even with your elbow. Every now and again, you'll see people kind of flare really far out like that. Let's try to stay away from that unless you simply have to do it that way, in which case that's fine. There is another fun way to kind of incorporate the lower abs. It's called a grasshopper-style mountain climber. We just call them grasshoppers, but it's where you drive the knee inside, and you transition that way. Now, not only are we doing the mountain climb, we're also getting some good lower abdominal work there in that rotation at the bottom of the movement, okay? So that's going to be your mountain climbers. It's 100 mountain climbers, and there's 2 ways you can do this. For those that are pretty competent in that movement, can really churn through them, you can make it 2 to 1, okay? 2 to 1. And that's going to be 100 on each leg. So we go 1, 1, 2, 2. You understand that part. Or if you want to do it 1 to 1, and at the end of the whole thing, if you have gas left in the tank, go back, try it again for 1 to 1. But I'm going to leave that up to you. You can decide which one of those makes more sense. All right, then moving on, you're going to go with 100 alternating dumbbell press. So it's going to be kind of a what we would do instead of like a handstand push-up. A lot of times we do these in place of or a handstand walk, alternating it out. Now for this one, we do want to go ahead and do 100 total reps. All right, so it'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. Depending on the weight dumbbells you're using, 100 dumbbell presses, especially if you try to do that straight through, is going to be quite challenging, okay? But, just like at the gym, guys, I would just advise not to throw the bells, toss the bells, because they will bounce back and get you. And, rumor has it, you really don't want to have to go to the emergency room because of obvious reasons. So we want to try to make sure we don't get injured doing something silly. All right, moving on, guys, you're going to go with 100 bodyweight squats. These are pretty self-explanatory, but what we do want to focus on is having maybe an object, a medicine ball. So I have a med ball right here off camera. All right, it's kind of a fancy one that's a little oblong, but so we're going to use that as a gauge. So when she squats down, it just gives her kind of a physical reminder of the depth of her squat. So she doesn't go too deep, right? But she also goes deep enough that she activates that hamstring and glute on that below parallel position. Now, the other thing there is our knees are going to externally rotate, creating a nice posture as our chest stays as tall as we can. For some folks, they may want to hold on to an upright if they have in their garage or something. But for the most part, I think people will be okay doing traditional medicine ball or body weight squats. All right, then we're going to go. That's 100 squats. There's no, obviously, 2 to 1 or anything. But if you want to make it harder, you can do some explosive squat jumps. That would definitely make it harder. But 100 body weight squats. Then we're going to go to a jump rope movement. So again, double unders or single unders. It's going to be 100 doubles or 300 singles. Pretty simple. Make sure you only count the reps that you actually get. Okay. And then the last thing here is lateral lunge. So we did yesterday, we did Lulu poos. We did some linear-based lunging, but this time we're going to go lateral. So she's going to straddle out. We're going to do a body weight to start with. Now she's going to go ahead and it's going to go 1 to 1. She's going to go 1, 2. Now the key to this is creating a nice knee posture, same posture you would have in a proper squat position. So if I'm in a lateral lunge and a proper squat position, my knee posture, my posture in the shoulders, and it's going to look very similar, right? It's just the one leg is straight out, and I transition over to the other side. You can make it a little more difficult by holding a bell by the head. Oh, sorry. Like this. And that way it gets nice and close to your body. She's going to straddle out. There we go. So you can add extra weight to the movement. You certainly don't have to. But if you feel like you have it in you, at least for the first couple reps, maybe we add additional weight. Okay? That's the last movement in the chipper. So it goes 100 mountain climbers, 100 alternating dumbbell presses, 100 bodyweight squats, 100 double unders or 300 single unders, and then 100 lateral lunges, maybe with some extra weight. Now that would be what you would score for your time. How long does it take you to get through that? You can chip it if you like. You can break it into rounds if you like. That's going to be up to you. But what I would like to see some folks do possibly is a buy-in where you run you pick the distance, guys. You can do a 400-meter run to start with, and then a cash out with another run. So you would start with a run. When you get inside is where you'd actually push go on the clock, because that's the part that's going to get scored. And then when you're completely done, write down your score, and then tear off into a little kind of a cool down run if you can, all right? So that's your workout for April the 9th. It's Thursday, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Just keep, again, feeding us the information that you guys want to hear and see, and we'll continue putting these workouts together for you, okay? You guys be blessed. We love you guys, and stay safe.